Hi friends, I'm Abby and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to my first ever TBR. So I am a mood reader, and so for the first not quite year, but first few months of having my channel, I just didn't do TBRs at all. I just didn't say anything about what I was reading until we got to the wrap up. But last year, about a year ago, I did my first ever TBR on my channel. So I think it'd be quite fun to react to it and see how I did with this TBR. I think this TBR was quite a flexible one. It was for a readathon, so I just put in all the books that I thought could have possibly fit within the prompts. So it'd be interesting to see how many of those I've read and how many of those I have not read. And now I'm doing TBRs a bit more regularly. I'm doing some of the TBR games, so they are a bit more fixed as it's a game. And then for the past, some of the months, I've been doing more open, flexible TBRs, pile of possibility type ones, which seem to be quite liked as a concept or on my channel. That the TBR videos seem to do quite well. So I guess I will keep doing them, despite knowing that for the months where they're not a game, they are flexible. So anyway, I thought I would react to this, see if I've actually read the books, and then I don't know, if I've not read the books, then I probably need to go away and read them, but not today. So anyway, I will put the video up. I think the TBR actually starts later on, so I might skip some of the beginning. Now, how does a mood reader pick a TBR? The answer is we don't really. Whatever TBR I would show you or would throw up, I'll probably change it. I'd have changed it before the beginning of June, because I can't even pick what I'm going to read next. I don't know what I'm reading next, let alone what I'm going to be reading in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, so you said it's very hard for me to plan a TBR and think about what I might want to be reading in a couple of weeks, because I honestly do not know. Okay. And that's fine. That's fine. You can be a mood reader and take part in this readathon. I mean, what I will probably do is just read what I want, fit books into prompts as I go, and then probably get to midway through June or 3 weeks into June and suddenly go, oh, I'm sort of running out of mood read books that will fit, and then sort of see where I can go from there. But I mean, I have a few ideas. Yes, some ideas. So good. A few of my ideas that I may be doing is, as my big aim is to continue reading series and finishing off series, I have a few series that I think I could be putting in. I still like doing that. I still like to try and put in series continuations. So we can tell we're the same person. So one of those series is the Air Awakens series. I've read the first 2 books in that series. There's 5 in total, so maybe I'll read 1 or 2 of them. I know that they can definitely fit for a few of the prompts. It's a kingdom, so it would fit into that prompt. There was a lot of travel and quest in the second book, so I feel as though there might be continuing to travel in the rest of the series, so I would say it would fit in there. One of them is called Water's Wrath, so I would assume it can fit into the water prompt. So yeah, that series I'm thinking I might continue on with. Air Awakens. I did read the 3rd book that month, but then I decided to DNF the series as I just got a bit, I just gave up with it. I gave up with it. So technically, yes, I did continue and I did read that 3rd book, and I think I read it in June last year. So I did do that, but then I DNF'd the rest of the series. So I'd say that's a success. I also potentially could continue on in the Last Hours trilogy. So I haven't read Chain of Iron yet. I was thinking this could fit for Found Family. There's also Ghost or Undead in this. I haven't read Chain of Iron yet. I haven't. Yeah, no, I just haven't read it. So my plan, I realised I wanted to change up my plans with this series. So I think I want to reread all of the Infernal Devices and then read this whole trilogy. I've read Chain of Gold before, but reread Infernal Devices, reread Chain of Gold, read Chain of Iron, and read the 3rd and final book when that comes out. So I do want to do that, but that's what I figured that would work better for me, because when I read that 1st book, I was missing things because it'd been so long since I'd read the Infernal Devices and I was forgetting who was who. So that was a rethought. I was thinking I might try and reread Graceling and then continue, maybe finish the series. because that's one of my aims, finish series. So I mean, this is the first in series that would fit in there. Again, I believe this is a kingdom, so it'd fit in there if I needed it to. This one would definitely fit in the fire prompt, seeing as that's the title of the book. This would fit in last in series, so potentially these. Potentially.
You did it, Abby. You did it. I don't think I did it all in this month. No, because I definitely read Bitter Blue in November. So I did it within the year. Within the year, I reread Greystone, I read Fire, and I've finished the series and I read Bitter Blue, and I have decided to stop there and leave it as a trilogy and not continue with the new ones that are being released now. But yes, you did it. Success.
I am also working my way through the Chronicles of Ixia. So this month in May, I will be reading Stormglass, but June, it will be Sea Glass, which is the 5th book in the series. So I guess with the name Sea Glass, it would fit the water prompt.
You did it again. Over the course of the whole of last year, you finished the whole series. So don't know what I read in that month, but you read that book and you finished the rest of the series.
For the moon or night prompt, the only one I have on my TBR is the Forgetting Moon. But
again, I don't think I read it that month, but I have read the Forgetting Moon and its sequel by Brian Lee Durfee, and I am anticipating the third book's release. So tick again. Well done, Abby. Well done. You're doing quite well.
But maybe this, sci-fi, maybe The Punch Escrow or Vicious.
You haven't read either of those, have you, Abby? No, I have not read The Punch Escrow or Vicious. I have not read either of them. So no, not successful on that count. But no, I don't have a but there. I don't have a but. I just haven't read either of those. I mean, maybe they were just potentials. So I didn't get to either of those.
Food on the cover. Bunny, maybe? I feel so awful, but Bunny.
I unhauled that and I haven't read it. It's no longer in the house. I got rid of it. But yeah, no, I didn't read it.
Red cover, like The Shadows Between Us.
Yes, I read The Shadows Between Us, tick, and I read it that month, I remember.
Or I guess Crown of Feathers.
And I read Crown of Feathers.
Also work for Fire, but these, I'm also thinking I want to continue on with the Queen of Blood series by Sarah Beth Durst.
Yes, I have completed that series as well. I completed it, not sure if I did it that month, but I completed it. I'm doing really well.
So maybe one of those books. I don't know if I'll have read one in May already, but like maybe that series. For like non-traditional format, I was thinking either This Is How You Lose the Time War or Emperor's
I've read both those novellas. Oh, I mean, I can't remember which ones I actually read that month in June, but over the course of the year, I read all these books pretty much, well, majority.
Another one that's been calling to me is Plain Bad Heroines.
No, I haven't read that.
A pretty cover.
No, I have not read Plain Bad Heroines. It may have been calling to me then, and I feel like it's been calling, like, it regularly has like a call that goes out. It's like, read me, and then I haven't. And yeah, I still haven't read that one. So no, not that one just yet.
And also, I do need to read She Who Became the Sun, which would fit for Fire.
I read that.
Because I have an arc of that, and that's coming out in July. So maybe that one as well. Anyway, those are some options. That's a lot. I'm never going to get to 16 books in a month. Like, it's not possible.
Oh, I don't feel like that was very dramatic, really. I feel like I've done relatively okay at reading those books. So there's still 4 that I haven't read. Okay. And I think I still have them all. 1 second. So of all the books listed within that TBR, there were quite a few, because I was really like saying all these books, so many books. And there were 5 that I had not read. One of them being Bunny, which I have since unhauled, so I definitely cannot be reading that one anymore. And then 4 that I have not read. I feel like that's an okay number, considering it was like a pile of possibilities TBR, and not like a strict one. I feel like that's a pretty good number for me to have not completed. And I do have plans, like Chain of Iron, I rethought my plans for, and that has now plans again. These three, I don't know when I'm going to get to them. Vicious, I feel like I've been delaying reading because I know that it's going to be a trilogy and there's just no news on that third book. So I want to like wait until we know a little bit more about that third book and when it's coming out and what the plans are for that. So that's been one of the reasons why I've delayed on that. I have no real reasons for delaying on the Punch Escrow or Plain Bad Heroines because they're standalone, so there's nothing really stopping me from reading them. That is the stack that I didn't get to from my June 2021 TBR, which I think is pretty good considering the number of books within that TBR and then I actually managed to get to. But granted, I don't think I actually read a lot of those in June. I read quite a few of them over the course of last year. But it did mean that even if I put them on my June TBR and didn't get to them in June, I was still interested enough to read them, and I did read them within a 6-month or so period, apart from these 4. Anyway, let me know if you read your TBRs, if you're really strict with reading your TBRs and like you actually stick to them, or if they're more flexible and they're just a pile of possibilities and you could get to them, you could not. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye!